you're here, you have to live a fulfilled life that you are happy and you are proud of.
All right, I'm gonna turn this down. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday. I got to recording the video late this week, but it's okay. It's fine. We're down to 134 this morning. I'll put in the check-ins after this intro or whatever. But I asked on Instagram and everything what this should be about, this video this week. The number one answer was meal prep. I will get to that next week because my husband, who is bulking, is gone, and so I'm not gonna sit here and make food for bulking if I'm not gonna eat it. I'm also going to go over later in the video what I wish I knew as a new lifter, like some little like tips and tricks or stuff like that. But yeah, before I go to the gym and start recording this stuff, I'm just gonna do an update. I've been doing fantastic. I'm so happy right now with my proportions. I love the community that I have in the gym, and I'm very grateful for them. I'm very happy with my community outside of the gym, with friends and everything like that. And I don't know, just this whole week I've just been feeling so grateful and happy that I have such a positive group of people around me. All the comments and all of the positive feedback that I've been getting, I don't know, it's just very exciting. So this week has been really good. We fixed my whole intolerance. I don't have aching pains anymore, which makes it 10 times easier too. And yeah, let's go get this freaking workout in, and so we can get the rest of the stuff done for the day. So yeah, let's fucking get it. Maybe. Not focusing. There we go. I look so all right, so I'm dummy dumb, and I thought today was Sunday. Actually, I just didn't think it was Saturday. I don't know what day it was. I thought it was push day, but it was actually a rest day with cardio. Haha. So I went in, did my fasted cardio. I saw my friend Lizzie, and we were posing together and stuff like that. So that was all for the gym today. But now we're gonna go home and we're going to eat breakfast, and we're gonna work on some homework because it's finals now. I'm now finishing my college and stuff like that, which is exciting. I pretty much have it all done. So yeah, it's a rest day. We're gonna go home, do that. Remember to, I'm just gonna add this in here, like and subscribe. It helps me out. Let me know what you guys want to see next, or if you have any questions and stuff like that. I absolutely love responding to you guys. Yeah, so let's go home, let's eat, and let's do some homework and get it done. All right, here's the breakfast. My eggs, my rice cake, spinach, my half-gallon water. And yeah, we're gonna eat this, do homework, and then I'll probably go over the stuff that I wish that I knew before I started my fitness journey. And on top of that, I think I'm gonna go over the basics of what bodybuilding is. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I think you guys can see me. So I just woke up from my nap. I got off a phone call with my husband, and now we are eating dinner, and I think I'm honestly going to just go to bed. After this, after I take an Epsom salt bath, I think I might go and take the dogs for a walk once the construction people leave. So that's the goal for the rest of the night. But as I promised for this video, since I, one, had a rest day that I forgot about and couldn't record workouts. And then on top of that, since my husband is gone and I can't meal prep bulking versus cutting, and I don't need to meal prep right now, we're doing a crash course on what is bodybuilding, not the history of it whatsoever, because I'm not looking that up right now. But what is bodybuilding, along with just like the categories, like why I want to do it. And then after that, we're gonna do like maybe like 4 or 5 tips of what I wish I knew before I started, and just like recommendations and stuff like that. So first, while I'm cutting this stuff, it's kind of just like a cook and talk with me, I guess. So first, there are many categories of bodybuilding, okay? It just depends on what you are gifted with first, especially for people who are true novice. Novice is a first-time competitor. So I'll be going into the true novice category because it is my very, very, very first time competing. And then after you're true novice, after you compete for the first time, then you move on to novice. So novice is, this is across all categories. Novice is you have competed before, but you have never won, okay? There's stages to the whole bodybuilding thing. So first, you go and you compete with the NPC, right? You have to win a certain amount of times, and then you have to be nationally qualified, and then you can go and get your pro card. And after that, it goes into IFBB once you become a pro, okay? So that's like a little bit of that. But there are categories within bodybuilding. So I'm going into bikini. Bikini, for, this is just my own personal opinion, I find that it is easier to stay all natural without taking anything in bikini. I am all natural, I'm not taking anything, and I'm gonna write it out to see how long I can or want to be all natty, and if I'm competitive in that. But I also think that it's easier because it's just proportions. So let's say my shoulders need to be proportionate with my hips, and everything has to look proportional. All my muscles need to look proportional, and I have to have a very small waist. So that is what bikini is. It's one of the intro bodybuilding categories. It is still extremely hard, especially to move up in like bikini and become pro and stuff like that, 1000%. I'm not saying any of these categories are harder than the next. I think that they're all hard. It consumes your life, every single one of them. So bikini is what I'm in. It is the proportionate. I'll put a video here. It's about proportions. It's about being toned. Your top half has to be even with your bottom half, and a skinny waist. Wellness for females is a smaller top half, but still defined. Small waist, but then you have big legs. I'll also put a video here. You have big legs, big muscular legs, like the thighs of an ox, bro. Like, they're huge. Insane. I would love to do wellness, but I'm just not built like that. So after wellness, there is figure. And so I'm gonna put it here, obviously. So figure is like you have more of an X shape. Like you can have a bigger midsection. They look at your back more. It's more like lat spreading. It's smaller, but in my opinion, compared to wellness, it's just toned. I mean, there's a lot more categories. There's fitness, and that's when they dress up. I think it's really cool. They dress up, they're fucking ripped out of their minds, and then they do a like performance, and I think it's cool. They also have like women's bodybuilding. Okay, for men's, right? It's there's men's bodybuilding. There's also men's physique, which is you have a big top half and a small, like, no, I don't want to say small, I don't want to knock anyone, but it's all about your top half. You have board shorts on, your legs don't really matter, like your thighs don't really matter. Your proportions at the top, it's like you have to look like a Dorito, right? You have to look like an upside down Dorito for men's physique. Men's classic is all about, like, if you know Chris Bumstead, Arnold, like men's classic physique is all proportionate. They're huge, their legs are huge, their arms are huge. And that's the Speedo looking one. And I'll put videos, obviously, of all of them while I'm talking about them. You go into a possibly 20 to, it can be like 20 weeks out to like 16 weeks out prep. Genuinely, just to challenge yourself. It's a sport that I would not recommend just jumping into, just check off of your bucket list whatsoever. It takes up literally your whole life. It takes up your life. It takes all of your time. You don't want to be social. It's amazing and it's a competitive thing. It's more why I'm doing it is more for me. I like the self-discipline. I like setting a goal, seeing transformations. I like lifting. I like the community. That's why I am doing this show. That's why I'm doing bikini. I just like that kind of competitiveness. So moving on to the tips on what I wished I knew when I started working out. So I'm just gonna give like 4 or 5 maybe. First, you're never going to have the same body as the person next to you. Even if you eat the exact same, if you work out the exact same, if you do the exact same things as this person, odds are you're still not gonna look like them, right? You cannot sit there and be like, okay, if I put this much work in, I'm gonna look exactly like this person. Also, connecting to that, the scale literally does not matter. The scale doesn't matter. Muscle weighs more than fat. Fat weighs less than muscle, obviously. Look at yourself now, and then look at yourself the exact same weight a year from now, and you could look completely different. Your muscle could be distributed differently. You could grow more muscle and weigh more and look a lot better than you did last year now. And it's just, the body is just a crazy thing, and how it grows and how it progresses is insane. So you cannot base your whole livelihood on the scale and on numbers, because the only thing that should matter is how you see yourself, and setting achievable goals for yourself that you can reach, and being proud of every single goal that you hit. Okay, so number 2 is hire a coach. Even if it's for lifestyle, if it's for like losing a few pounds in 2 months or anything like that, even if you want to compete, hire a coach, okay? Coaches are fantastic. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to stress yourself out, and they give you a step-by-step guide on how to reach what you want. I think number 3 now. Yeah. Number 3. Everything has macros in it, okay? So if you're counting macros or calories, and you're using like seasonings and sauces and drinking pops, if you're adding almond milk to your coffee and all that stuff, all of those have calories and they add up, right? Olive oil. Olive oil has calories, okay? For 1 tablespoon, it's 120 calories and 14 grams of fat, okay? So check every single thing that you put in your food, on your food, with your food. Ketchup has calories. Add all of that up. That might be holding you back a little bit. Long story short, just make sure you are looking at labels whenever you're counting your macros or calories, because you could be accumulating like those macros through sauces and stuff. So make sure you track your sauces, your oat milk to your coffee and stuff like that. When you're in off season, it's whatever. But if you're trying to reach a specific goal, make sure that you just like take a mental note of that. The vitamins that you take every day, those don't matter. Just literally ignore those, because we're considering those your base calories, okay? So don't count those towards your daily intake of food. because you're taking them every day and you need those vitamins. My last tip is, if you really actually want to get into fitness or losing weight or even like bodybuilding and stuff like that, I highly suggest surround yourself with the thing you want to do. So all of the social medias and stuff like that, bodybuilders or fitness people and stuff like that, make sure that you're surrounding yourself with, like, it sounds dumb, but inspirational quotes. It really keeps you motivated to keep going. Watch healthy recipes, because it doesn't have to be boring to eat protein, because protein is the number one thing that you need to watch for also. But there's a lot of healthy protein meals. There's fun people that make fun food TikToks for healthy meals and stuff like that. Once you start consuming all of that content, then it helps you try and be better yourself. Also, with coaching, if you hire a coach and you are doing bodybuilding or you're trying to get a certain physique, do not be thrown off when they say they want an off season with you. You need to grow a base of muscle in order to get to normally particular physiques that a lot of people want. You need to build a base of muscle and a base routine, and coaches want to be with you through it to see how your body reacts to certain foods, certain workouts, certain things. So literally, if you start with a coach, expect to spend a few months at maintenance, eating a lot of protein, or putting on a little bit more weight in order to get the muscle, so then you actually have a curvy physique or a more dense physique once you start losing weight. Okay, so one more, and then I'll let you guys go, okay? If you are trying to reach a goal and you're struggling with cravings and stuff like that, right? Sit there and think, is it actually worth it? Literally sit there and just take a second and say, will this make me better than I am right now? Or am I going to be disappointed from this really quick dopamine fix? That's what I've had to do. Cravings have been bad before. They're not right now, thank God. But I sit there literally, like, let's say with food in my hand, and I'm like, I could, no one's stopping me. But literally I'm sitting here gonna let myself down. So just literally take a second, pause what you're doing, and think if it's actually going to make you happy, or if it's just a quick fix that's not going to solve any problems that you have. So that's all of my tips and really quick what bodybuilding is. That's all for today, guys. I'm so sorry that I didn't go to the gym or do anything that, I did the third most voted thing, okay? So don't put me on the spot. But yep, that's all for today. And I'm sorry, it was kind of, boring, but some days are just like that. Some weeks are gonna be like that. Some weeks I'm gonna be extremely low energy. But guys, like and subscribe this. Next video is going to be me meal prepping and how to meal prep on prep. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Point of living life is living a fulfilled life. That's all we know how to do. We don't know what comes after death. So all we know is while you're here, you have to live a fulfilled life that you are happy, you are proud.